A lot of people right now are wondering, why is my depression and my anxiety increasing now during quarantine? And what is important to understand is that there are primarily two major forces that create any negative emotional experience. And that would be a lack of focusing on things that you can control and focusing on things that empower you. Okay, so for instance, people who are dealing with depression or anxiety have a tendency to focus on things they can't control, things that are overwhelming, and things that disempower them, right? So it could be focusing on injustices of the past or negative memories that occurred previously, or it could be current responsibilities that seem to be overwhelming, or it could be how somebody treated you unfairly recently, right? Those types of things, or fears of the future. So focusing on any of those areas is going to induce a sense of fear, apprehension, worry, doubt, depression, sadness, right? Any of those types of things. And during quarantine right now, people's focus is being hijacked by the news headlines that are quite literally trying to tap into the fear centers of your brain to get you to keep reading the news articles and keep your attention on the screen. So you have your focus getting pulled in a lot more different ways. So you're going to feel a greater sense of overwhelm. You feel like you've got something extra to manage, and there's a sense of uncertainty about it, right? You don't exactly know how it's going to all play out. And so if you continue to focus and imagine all of the negative potential situations that could occur, you're going to drive yourself nuts. It's like your thoughts are consistently chasing their own tail in ever widening loops. You don't want that. Now, the second major force that's creating a greater sense of depression or anxiety for people right now during quarantine is not only are they focusing on things they can't control, but they are also giving things a meaning that is distorted or generalized and that is deleting key information. So for instance, people are giving this situation a meaning that we are going through another Great Depression, or that they are going to be financially destitute, or they're going to lose their homes, or that they're going to contract the virus and die, or that their loved ones are all going to contract the virus and die, and so forth. So if you're giving things meanings like that, what you have to understand is that you are emotionally responding to the meanings that you are giving the situation, not the situation itself. Because almost always, the meaning that you are giving the situation is far worse than what the actual situation is in reality, okay? So what you have to be able to do is make sure you're taking control of what you make things mean. Are you making this mean that everything is gonna fall apart and your family's gonna lose their home? Or are you gonna make this mean that you're gonna pool together, come together stronger, and figure out a way to get through this? Those are completely different meanings, focusing on completely different things that are gonna generate a completely different emotional and behavioral output. So you need to be clear about what you're gonna focus on and what you're gonna make things mean during these times in order for you to make sure that you take control.